Hello perverts, what's up? Welcome back. I haven't really done much in this run. I mean, literally all I'm doing is, yeah, I'm in the first area. Look, I've done nothing. I just was like, hey, you know what? Might as well stream, right? I don't really have anything. I've got the Assassin's Dagger, Barricade, and Ice Bow. That's literally it. Yeah, so, yeah, nothing's really happened. Okay. Well, anyways, how are you guys? How did your day go? All that stuff, guys. My day was okay. Most days I don't really do much. I'm not a very productive person. I don't, I mean, I have moments. I have my moments. You know what I mean? I want to be more productive, but it's not easy to be productive. You gotta you gotta actually be like, alright, I'm gonna be productive. Otherwise, it's like, I could say I want to be productive a billion times, but am I actually gonna be productive? So in my CS class, for every assignment, we have to have a partner, right? And, normally it's fine, I wasn't the biggest fan of my first partner, but at the end of the day, it's like, I was not the perfect partner either. I mean, I'm still definitely not the perfect partner. But, it was the first assignment, so everyone's kind of getting used to the idea of really having partners for the homework, because generally we normally don't have homework we don't have partners for homework. We do normally have homework, but after that, we were only allowed to work with the same person a maximum of 3 times. After that, I worked with a friend I made in one of my classes, and we went 3 for 3. We had pretty good, we had a very good run, low-key, I would have worked with him for every single assignment if we were allowed to. With a new partner, well, actually, so for the last homework, I had to get a different partner as well. Because that was like the next one. Like, I had already done 3 assignments with the other guy that I actually stuck with. And the other one, it was fine though. It was fine. I like the dude. I would have, worked with him for more projects, for more homework assignments. But he said he already had a homework partner for other assignments. What am I gonna do, right? Not a big deal. Still like the guy. Oh, obviously, it's not gonna make me dislike the guy. But, right, so it's like, just what are you gonna do, right? Ended up working with someone that I worked with, last year. When we worked for, there was one assignment, the very last assignment. And he's a nice guy. I like him as a person, and I mean, be very upfront, he's way smarter than I am, right? Texted me yesterday, right? I did not communicate with him yesterday yet, right? It was in the morning, or kind of in the morning. He texted me, he was like, I'm free from now until 4:30. It was 10:30 or something 10:30 a.m. when he said that. So I'm like, okay. I'm taking his words at face value, because I don't know, what do you want me to do, right? If you say something, I'm not gonna assume you're lying right off the bat. I'm like, okay, if you're free from now until 4:30, and then he said, aside from class, because we had class at 1:30. I was like, yeah, right, that makes sense. So I was like, okay, do you want to start working at 11:45? About an hour, in about an hour, basically. And I thought, okay, I think that's pretty reasonable, because, I was like, I don't want to start working, right now, I've got a little bit of other homework I want to do, I just got out of class. I kind of wanted to, at the very least, chill for, 30 minutes or something like that, But then he just responds, maybe, still tired. And then I'm like, what? Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to work, especially your time, if you're tired, obviously take care of yourself first, right? We'll figure out, timing and everything for when to work on it. But what gets me, I did not, again, I want to stress this, I did not reach out to him first. He reached out to me to say that he was free from now until 4:30. And then when I asked if he wanted to work, he said, like, he was like, no. So it's like, how the hell did this dude snipe me like that? What the heck? He literally predicted when I was gonna come down, and I just don't get it. Why did you reach out to me to tell me that you're free if you don't want to work? 12:30 I think is when we started working. Or he said 12:50. Around 12:30 is when we started working. Which is fine. If you wanted to start working at 12:30, why don't you just say I can start working at 12:30 today? You know? Cuz it's like, dude, if you said you're free to work at 12:30, I'd be fine, you know, I wouldn't really care. Or like I'd be like, yeah, sure, you know? Or if I couldn't work at 12:30, I'd be like, oh, I can't work at 12:30. You get what I mean? Like we would work it out. So how we have it is, you know, we have like a design for our code or homework, and then, you know, we also then obviously the code, right? And then we obviously code it because it's a CS class. But he's kind of like jumping straight into the code, and it's like, look, to some extent, I get it, right? But then it's like, also like, first of all, the design is due first, so it's like I want to do the design first, but it's just like, I don't know, an awkward like way of doing things. Hello, Seth.
Hello.
I was just complaining about my CS partner. Like kind of started like immediately jumping into the code and really hasn't done like anything for the design, so like almost everything on the design has been written by me, and he just has gone along and started like coding stuff, and it's like I feel like I'm not really following all the stuff he's coding because I'm like trying to be like, well, I want to do the design because that's like what's gonna be immediately due. Frustrating a little bit, but I don't know, there are like options. And the thing is, I like the guy I like him as a person, but Yep, today I didn't spend all of today sitting on my bed gooning and then just watching YouTube.
Yeah, weird Thanos, bro.
I wish I did that. My bitch ass friends want me to go out tomorrow. I really don't.
Why not?
I really don't want to. I'm getting peer pressured though.
Why don't you just say that you're not feeling well or something?
You see, because that's just bullshit. I don't like that. And I also have FOMO.
I would rather not lie.
That's actually, wait, that's fair. I have FOMO too. Every time, literally every day, whenever I get off, I have FOMO.
No way. That's sad.
Bro, cause I
think
get
I'd shoot
off.
myself.
Bro, I get off like 2 hours before
My
you
FOMO
all
makes
do.
me shoot myself. No, not really. We don't really do anything after you get off. We kind of just disband and do our own thing.
Yeah. And I go watch JoJo's anyways.
Yeah, like me and Brayden either go play Battlefield or watch or play JoJo game or do whatever.
Yeah.
And then Bubbly and Eli usually go play Overwatch or whatever.
What the hell is the point of this door? Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Shh. Makima's listening, Nate. Alright.
Oh, that was cool.
Dude, he's listening.
Oh no.
My God is listening.
No.
Why'd that
That's
bullet
actually
here?
worse.
My brain dead.
Nah, that's actually too real, Bubbly.
Oh, we won this.
Don't joke about that. Don't joke about that.
True.
Oh my. I hate this mushroom.
I'm quite fond of this mushroom.
I just hate it so much. I don't know, but because it'll be
transfer.
like,
Transfer over here.
yeah. Especially bro, it was actually so bad last year, especially at the beginning of the year. I felt so lonely at the beginning of the year. It was so bad because it was especially because I mean I knew no one. Now I know people, so it's I have
you do
friends.
last year?
I didn't have a roommate or not like a real roommate, like y'all know, like, cause he's like quote unquote living here. It was like, you know, when I came here, there was literally I knew no one, and so it was like when it came to like, you know, first coming here, like I had like no real friends and stuff like that, and I would like, you know, get on and I would like, you know, be like, oh, you know, I'm playing with my friends, you know, it's like nice. But then I'd like get off and like you and Eli would get on so late. You know, this is way before like, you know, I had even met you, Seth. But so when I say way before, it was a few months. And
Hey, Seth Lore. Ooh.
yeah. And so like you and Eli would get on so late. I mean, especially Eli.
Right, Ebola.
And so like y'all would get on at like 10 p.m. my time. Eli would get on at like 11 p.m. like every day. And it's like on the weekends, you know, it's not a big deal. 9? What are you talking? No, it was like 10. Y'all were getting on like
No,
late.
I was just minusing 2 to see like what it would be your time.
I'm telling you what it was in my time.
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you which was.
What it would be our time.
Oh,
Sorry.
it was like, yeah, like it would be like for me 11 p.m. is 9 p.m. for y'all. So it's like a, you know, relative like a pretty reasonable time to like get on. It's just because I'm 2 hours ahead, it's 11 p.m. for me.
I think it just took time to adjust. Like we
Well-
always just get on at like 9-8, and then you're like thinking around in the future.
Yeah,
So,
no, I mean like
just-
Hey, why don't you warn us about 9/11?
true. That's my bad, gang. I should have told y'all about that one. But not like anyone is like, oh, you guys did wrong. But so it was like because of that, like I would play with y'all for like such a short amount of time. Then it'd be like I'd get off, and then y'all would stay on, you know, for like a while because I mean, you know, you obviously are on the same time zone. And then I don't know. So then it was just like, cause I was like, oh, I have like no friends, and like I wasn't even really interacting with y'all. I mean, I was interacting with y'all, you know, I was talking to y'all, but it was like that was it. And so it was just like, it was like hard. And so now it's like better because I actually because I have friends here. It's like okay, you know, I'm like actually interacting with people. So and y'all get on earlier. So it's like I actually like am playing with y'all for longer and stuff like that. But yeah, and so, but even still now, it's just like, it just sucks being like 2 hours ahead because it's just like in general, it's like sometimes if anyone is like is doing something any day, then it just becomes that it's like it's like if I want to play with y'all, I have to stay up like late.
We good thing
You
it's a
know.
Saturday today.
No,
True.
yeah, which is
Or
why on the
Friday
weekends
today.
it's nice. That's my sob story, I guess.
Thanks for
Thanks.
sharing. Bubbly?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. Today was a pretty good day.
That's good.
How was your evil Olive Garden?
Really good.
What did you get?
What'd you get? Yeah.
The
The evil breadsticks.
chicken, fettuccine, Alfredo, whatever.
Bro, I haven't
Ooh,
been in
crispy
so
or
long.
grilled?
Grilled. Grilled because I'm white.
Grilled?
Thank you guys for
Aki's about to
watching.
make a.
I'll stream again later. Sorry for being less active. Thank you guys.